1st, 2023, here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. No excuses, just free picks. Um, Rod, not with us today, but that's why we were late. Technical difficulties. Let's point some fingers, assign some blame. Chris, how was your opening day?
Oh man, yeah, it looked good early on. The Braves came through, but the uh, the later schedule, the Angels got up to you doing normal Angel things, falling flat against the A's, and what looked to be a pitcher's duel early on between the Dodgers and D-backs ended up going to hell in the later innings. So finished 1-3, but it's fine. It's a new day. We move forward. How about yours?
I ended up eking out a small profit on my premium picks and on my regular bets. I think I did about the same. I had some that went my way, but boy, some of those late games were really surprising. And of all people, it was the White Sox that kind of were, that kind of got me there. But my best bet was the Seattle Mariners, and they won 3-0. I knew it was going to be one of those tight, weird games. We knew that with Bieber up against Castillo. And that's exactly what we got. We got pretty much exactly what we could expect in a game like that. So I thought that was a really good game. I got roasted on that Nationals Braves game that I was woofing crap about early. They were right there. It was 4-2. They were right there, and just a blow up by the bullpen in the ninth inning, and that really was what got it out of hand. All they needed was one run to get me to that plus 1.5. Same thing with the Tigers. I thought they were right there the whole way too. Um, you know, we had my Nerfy video. I was 5-2 out of the gate to start it. Always fun when you start winning, and I'm going to continue to do that. I don't care if nobody watches. I just do it because I love doing it. But yeah, I thought it was a fun opening day. It was fun to watch Aaron Nola implode in the fourth inning again. It's kind of something that we're used to seeing from him, and it was like you can't teach an old dog new tricks. When's the last time the Phillies touched up Jacob DeGrom and then got rung up? You know, uh, Probably never. I thought it was interesting. I know Jay Briggs was at that game, and he said that for the first time in his life, people recognized him. It's always fun when that happens. You've had people recognize you out in the real world, right, Chris?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah. So it's like the more over time, more of that will happen, and I'm sure for Jay as well.
When Jay gets the "you suck in a grocery store" treatment, that's when I know he's really
I
mad.
haven't got that one ever. I never get like the trolls. Never are the ones that approach it. It's always fans.
Yeah, I would say 95% of the interaction I've had has been, if not more, has been positive. I just had the one guy that you know didn't necessarily like that I went against his team, and that he knew he shouldn't have listened to me, but he was holding the sausage at that point. I couldn't have taken him seriously.
What do you think was going through Logan Webb's mind when Aaron Judge took that swing on
Yeah.
him?
A four-letter expletive, and there's multiple options you could have used. You just got to take your pick at that point.
I think at a certain point, there's certain things that you just can't do it. How about the Angels losing to the A's? I mean, how
That one
bad
was a
is
head
that?
scratcher for me.
To me, that was the worst loss by any team over the whole day. I mean, the Astros losing their home opener against Dylan Cease on banner night, that's rough. But that was a nerfy game that was hard fought. But the Angels were -2 and change, right?
Yeah, I think minus 220 at the closing line.
How about the Rockies beating the Padres in San Diego?
Yeah, it's. I think the Angels was the more disappointing of the two for sure. Otani coming off of that great World Baseball Classic, all the hype about this finally being the Angels' year. They get Rendon healthy, they get Trout hopefully healthy. Otani, they're one of the best lineups in baseball. Otani in a contract year, and yeah, they come out flat. They had their chances. I don't know how many guys they had left on base, but they had multiple guys on base and left them stranded multiple times in that game. So definitely a disappointing performance from the Angels, especially against the Oakland A's to start the year.
All right. Well, let's get on with today's action and see if we can get on some winners today.
My Blue Jays
Still
getting
I
win
still
number
have
one.
thought, this show, it's like I'm still on the fence about it. I always love doing a morning show, but at the same time thinking about changing the format. I've been talking about it for a while now. And just to me it seems like there might be better use of our time and maybe do like a rotating basis, like 2 of us each day and just rotate it or something, because it's like, just seems that people enjoy shorter form video now a little bit more. You can see like with the shorts and the reels and TikTok and all that other stuff. Buffalo against the Rangers, Winnipeg against the Red Wings, Vancouver against Calgary, and Arizona taking on Dallas. Any clue on any of these games?
The one I do like, I will go with for free play. I'll go with the over between the Flames and the Canucks. Vancouver just having a real problem with goaltending right now, keeping the puck out of the net. Just gave up 6 goals to the St. Louis Blues in overtime. They were playing kind of well, fairly well before that, and even then, if the goaltending does show up, they've been able to find the back of the net. They've scored 4 or more in 4 of their last 5 games. The Calgary Flames, yeah, they beat the Kings 2-1 last time out, but they're still a team I don't trust as far as I can throw them from a defensive perspective. So I like that one to go up and over 6.5.
I'm going to take the Red Wings on the puck line here. Just ride that Winnipeg Jets failure to cover the puck line as favorites. 13 in a row we're at now on that one. The other one, the Arizona, 9 in a row as puck line dogs. Those are just 2 streaks that we've been riding. Those streaks are variations of them for months now. And while some of the streaks have been broken within those streaks, we still are way on the plus side with those things. I think I'll go with the Red Wings here on the puck line. So that's my pick. But Arizona at home too, still just almost too good. I specifically didn't bet yesterday for that reason. It's weird. I specifically did bet yesterday because, well, I bet every day. That's why. Because I bet all the time. Some people say it's a problem. I say, you got a problem.
I say it's a redeeming quality.
Yeah. Anyways, move on to Major League Baseball. Just 5 games today. We'll do 2 and 3. Mets and Marlins and White Sox and the Astros. White Sox are my team, and I got off them yesterday, and I took the Astros, and I paid the price for it. And I think we see another Nerfy here for sure. This one's featured in my Nerfy video. Only 2 Nerfies on today's video after yesterday's 5-2 performance on there. But I don't know. Lance Lynn is one of those guys. He was born with ducks on the pond, It's like he's great with runners on base. And Javier, this guy sits on a no-hitter every single time he takes the mound. So I think that's going to be a really good game. Maybe go with the under in the White Sox-Astros again. The Astros, remember last year they had that massive under streak. I think I'll go with the under in the Astros-White Sox. How about you, Chris?
I think they led the majors in unders, didn't they? Or they were at some point.
Knock, knock.
At least I was waiting for it. Who's there?
Jesus.
Jesus who?
Jesus Luzardo's going to kick the crap out of the Mets today. I love that bit. I just love that bit.
He's been waiting 4 months. He's been standing on the porch waiting to knock.
Knock, knock.
For that game.
Who's there? Jesus.
for a second there. You said it's behind the scenes. Mitch messaged me yesterday. He goes, "It's knock knock day," and I was like, "Who's at the door? I can't remember. I
It's
can't see through the
Jesus.
people." Um, for me in that game, I'm gonna go with the over. We saw the bats come out yesterday against a much tougher pitching matchup than what they've got today. And David Peterson, there's a reason that he wasn't consistently in the Mets lineup last year. So up and down. Then in over the course of September and October, 8 appearances, 3 starts, had an ERA up over 7. Jesus Luzardo, while I do like Luzardo, the Marlins only went 4-14 in his 18 starts last year as a team. And against the Mets, he did have some issues keeping runs off the board. We saw overs in the last 2 meetings between the two that Luzardo started against the Mets. So I'm going to go with the over 7.5. I think we have at least 8 or 9 runs in this thing.
Go to the last set of games. Only 5 games today, and then a full card tomorrow, and just a couple of NBA games tomorrow, and then Sunday, full NBA, full Major League Baseball. But we've got the Padres and the Rockies. We've got the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks, and the Mariners against the Guardians. Who was your big play yesterday?
I'm going to be pleased with the under in that Diamondbacks Dodgers game.
Uh,
So I kind of took one on the chin there, but
Not good.
it's okay.
Happens.
It's all right. Thankfully, it's a 162 game season. It's only one day. But yeah, I do like the for me. I'm going to take the over between the Rockies and the Padres. Lean towards the Rockies in that one for the value, but I think the over the stronger play. They're only being asked to lay 7.5 runs in a game that features Kyle Freeland and Nick Martinez. Um, for me in that matchup, if that doesn't scream over, I don't know what does. These are two guys that really struggled their way through last season. Martinez, I've just never really seen him as a consistent major leaguer. And Kyle Freeland, he had that one good season. I think outside of that, he's struggled. He is a better pitcher on the road than he is at home, I think. But yeah, I'm going to take the over 7.5 between the Padres and the Rockies. We hit that over once again here.
I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take the Diamondbacks to bounce back here against the Dodgers. I know May is good, but coming off the injury, I don't think the Dodgers are going to want to press him too much. And Merrill Kelly, he just pitched in some competitive baseball in the World Baseball Classic, but you know, not my favorite pitcher. But on this light card, not a lot of options here either. So I'm going to go with the D-backs to bounce back. I thought they had a good chance yesterday. They got out to the fast start. I thought they had it, and just didn't quite get there. Anyways, we go to NBA, and it is a big card here today. Like I said, the NBA kind of doing it strange to close out the season, but I guess they got to do what they got to do. How many games there? 4, 8, 12, 13 games.
13.
So we'll go 3, 3, 3, 4. All right. Bulls, Hornets, Pacers, Thunder, Sixers, Raptors. That's me.
Yep.
Go with the. I'm going to take the Hornets here plus the points against the Bulls. I just think I don't know, man. I'm less than impressed with the Bulls. They just seem directionless to me. The Hornets kind of playing some of their best basketball of the season, so I'll take them here. And 5-5 in their last 10 games. 15, 21, and 1 against the number at home, but the Bulls just 16, 19, and 2 against the number on the road. How about you?
Yeah, I like it. I was gonna say I take the Charlotte Hornets on the money line in that one. Those games, and they never fall within the number. It's either a blowout one way or the other. But I like the Thunder in this one against the Pacers. Pacers, I think they're shutting down Tyrese Halliburton for the year. I think they're shutting down Miles Turner as well for the year. No Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder in this one, but they've been used to playing without SGA for some time. They've been able to win games without SGA for some time. Still got Josh Giddey, still got Lou Dort, still got Jalen Williams for the Thunder. And the Thunder, I think, are just the team with anything of consequence to play for here. I think they come out with a purpose, get the job done. I do like the Thunder a lot more when we're getting points with them, but only laying a bucket on the road against a Pacers team, I think, is starting to wave the white flag. Uh, Definitely don't mind laying the points in that one, so I'll lay the points with the Thunder in there.
So before we go any further, I just wanted to say something that on our big plays, we've raised the price from $15 to $19. It's a couple bucks is what it turns out to be. But that coupon pick, it works now on $19 plays. So it knocks it down to about where it was. If the $4 is a concern to you, difference maker, just use that discount code pick. Anyways, Wizards against the Magic. Weird game. Celtics against the Jazz, and the Nets against the Hawks.
Yeah, I'll go with the Magic laying the point on the road against the Wizards. The line did look funny. I liked it a lot more when we were getting 2.5 with the Magic, but I think this line is shifted for a reason. No Bradley Beal, no Kyle Kuzma for the Wizards. I know the Wizards beat the Celtics without those guys, but it's hard to bring that same energy night in and night out without those guys. You can win a game here and there without them, but the Orlando Magic, the best road underdog team. Now it's flipped to being a road favorite, but still think they're just in a better spot right now. They're the healthier team compared to the Wizards, and the Orlando Magic have their backs against the wall more so than the Wizards do. They're closer to being eliminated than the Wizards are right now. I think the Orlando Magic come out, get the job done on the road here, so lay the point with the Magic in that one.
I'm going to go with the Jazz against the Celtics. Celtics had that big performance last night, but to put it together like that 2 nights in a row, I think it was a real emotional game for them in Milwaukee as well. Boy, it just showed where the NBA is these days, just how crappy that game was. I think the Jazz get it done here, though. I'm going to take the Utah Jazz. Hands. Got the Cavaliers against the Knicks, Rockets against the Pistons, and the Grizz against the Clippers. I'm going to go with the Cavaliers in this one against the Knicks. I know the Knicks have been a better road team than home team this season, but the Cavs have been a better home team than road team as well. Kind of balances each other out. And actually, recently, the Knicks have not been as good on the road as they were earlier this season. They're only 2-4 in their last 6 on the road. Straight up, they haven't covered in any of those losses either. So I'm going to take the Cavaliers at home.
I'm going to take the over between the Grizzlies and the Clippers. I don't want to go anywhere near that Rockets Pistons matchup, so leaves me with this one. And the game, I wish I put it as a premium. I mean, these are two teams that always play to high scoring games whenever they square off. The 2 meetings this season have gone over the total by a combined 77 points. 231.5. We finished at 273 in the last meeting. I think this is another high scoring game, even at 234.5. Probably bet an extended total out on this thing. I'm going to go with the over between the Clippers and the Grizzlies.
I like the under in that one. It's just they just played, and it was like the Clippers scored like 147 points in that game. So unclipper-like. Timberwolves against the Lakers. Warriors against the Spurs. Blazers against the Kings, and the Suns against the Chicken Nuggets. Chris?
I'm gonna go with the under 231 in that Kings Blazers game. We saw the Blazers put up basically a G League team against the Kings last time out. Where we could see the same talent level here for the Blazers. The injury list just keeps getting bigger and bigger. No Nurkic for this one, no Anthony Simons, Justice Winslow and Damian Lillard now shut down for the season. The Sacramento Kings, they have the much better and much cleaner injury report here, but you know they've locked up a top 3 spot in the West, or they should say locked up a playoff spot. Little motivation here other than to catch the Memphis Grizzlies for the 2 seed, and even if the uh, the Kings do enough to get a beat down win and get another cover here, I don't see the Blazers scoring enough to contribute to a total of 231.5 here. So give me the under between the Blazers and the Kings.
Okay. I'll do that, Chris. I'll give you that. I'm going to take the Warriors against the Spurs. Warriors haven't been their best on the road, but when they get home, man, they pretty much get it done. We're seeing blowout city in the NBA these days. So, yeah, congrats on your win, Ray, but we don't care. Tell us your picks ahead of time. I like the Warriors too. Me and Octane the Scientist have something in common. I like them. It's blowout. Like I said, it's been blowout central in the NBA right now, and the Warriors at home, they love to blow teams out. Look for them to chew them up and spit them out. Take the Golden State Warriors. Well, that leads us to this happy moment in the show where we talk about parlays or anything else you want to talk about, Chris. Do you have anything you have to say for yourself?
And I will give out a parlay, though. I do like the under in the Kings and Blazers. I like the Orlando Magic, and I like the Oklahoma City Thunder laying the points.
I'm going to take the under in the White Sox Astros. I'm going to take the who's playing the Jets? I'm taking whoever's playing Winnipeg Jets on the puck line. Who is that?
Detroit.
I'm going to take the Red Wings on the puck line, the under in the White Sox, and I'm going to take the Golden State Warriors minus 116. Anyone have any questions out there? That's not your bad. We just want to hear the picks before the games start. We win 100% of the games after they are over. In fact, we have shirts that say that.
Hey.
I like the Mets on the run line against the Marlins on Thursday. I like the Celtics minus 40 against the Bucks.
I have a really, really good feeling that the A's are going to beat the Angels on Thursday.
Yes.
No, it's Shohei Ohtani, but
Kyle Muller's going to pitch his balls off. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us to make it a winning day. I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow.